Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome and sincere gratitude for joining us on the occasion of celebrating the second anniversary of the Defense Institutional Building School. The school represents a practical implementation of NATO's continuous engagement and commitment to Georgia as its reliable partner and future member of the alliance. NATO's continuous engagement with us translated into permanent representation on the ground, joint military exercises, high-level visits, working meetings, serves as a significant demonstration of the Allies' focus and intensified cooperation with Georgia, which today bears more significance than ever. We have initiated and continue to successfully accomplish a comprehensive set of reforms within Georgian armed forces. As conceptual fundamentals for the state's development as a basement of enhancement of Georgia's defense and security, the total defense concept was introduced. We view our defense not only as the responsibility of every state institution, but a responsibility of single one of us, be it military or civilian. With this approach, respectively, we focus on strengthening interagency cooperation to ensure the whole of government engagement and synchronized utilization of all national resources to achieve our defense objectives. In this respect, we have reinstated military conscription and developed a new reserve and mobilization system with improved conditions for personnel. Our reform objectives within the armed forces entail building strong institutional foundations and transforming GEF into a more capable, effective NATO interoperable force with adequate logistic support and modernized defense system and equipment. With this, we have managed to streamline the planning and budgeting process in line with NATO's recommendations and significantly reduce the personnel cost from 67% to 53%. This enables us to invest more in equipment and major defense systems acquisition, which currently represents about 20% of defense budget and further supports our modernization efforts. More so, rationally and efficiency within the reform process also enabled us to improve social conditions for our militaries and their families. Bonuses have been increased for the soldiers wounded in international military operation and armed hostilities. We have encouraged the personnel participating in the Georgia Defense and Readiness Program with increased salaries. We have also encouraged the military servicemen of the Basic Combat Training Center, as well as the commanders and sergeants of the Georgian Armed Forces structural units by providing them with the higher salaries. Financial component has also been included with the reinstated military conscription efforts. I have many times mentioned that our transformation efforts are fully in line with NATO posture and on resilience and deterrence, and enhanced focus to streamline command structure and logistic systems. Increased emphasis is made on enhancing training and combat readiness of our personnel with significant support of our partners. Last month, in the frames of bilateral cooperation with the US, we launched Georgia Defense and Readiness Program, whose effective implementation is already establishing long-term system, policies and processes along with military capabilities necessary to sustain readiness levels. Joint NATO-Georgia Training and Evaluation Center provides exceptional, wide-ranging training opportunities not only for Georgian, but also for international military forces. Effective reorganization of our forces and integration of mission command, mountainous, amphibious, cyber, and strategic communication elements in Georgian armed forces is essential to enhance combat readiness, establishing unconventional warfare tactics, and ensure GAF is ready to meet existing security challenges. I want to underline that Georgia has been among the few nations to spend 2% of GDP on defense, and we are determined to continue this trend in the years to come. Our reform efforts are strongly supported by our international partners as we continue active implementation of existing cooperation mechanisms with NATO, as well as bilateral frameworks, which further assist Georgia on its way towards NATO membership. In this regard, the substantial NATO-Georgia package has become one of the key practical cooperation mechanisms which significantly assists the defense transformation process, enhance interoperability, and prepares Georgia for membership of the alliance. In the close cooperation with the NATO experts and representatives of the relevant NATO structures, Georgia has been successfully implementing 15 initiatives under the SNGP umbrella. The strategic and operational planning initiative was successfully accomplished in October 2017, which was a clear example of our fruitful work and a joint effort for mutually beneficial outcome. I must, of course, highlight that an important aspect of SNGP implementation is the generous financial contribution coming from allies and partners through the Defense and Related Security Capability Trust Fund, which covers 4 initiatives: JTEC, Deep School, Intelligence Sharing and Security Communication, and Counter Mobility. This is an extremely valuable element of SNGP, and Georgia gratefully appreciates each and every contribution received through the Trust Fund. Hereby, I would like to take the opportunity to extend gratefulness for the contributions of allied and partner nations, without whom the progress would be difficult to imagine. And a very ambiguous example of such good cooperation and practical outcome of our joint endeavor is one of the flagship of SNGP, the Defense Institutional Building School. 2 years ago, on this day, together with NATO experts, a very special project was launched with the ambitious goal to become catalyst for positive change, progress and success in ensuring institutional and professional development of the entire defense and security domain. Today, we can confidently say that DIBS is the institution which actively contributes to Georgian defense transformation and security sector reform, serves for the resilience of not only the defense and security institutions, but also society's resilience and strengthening countries' democratic institutions. All of this speeds up Georgia's full European and Euro-Atlantic integration. Emphasizing on the main objectives of the school, which is continuous professional development of the state employees, we strongly believe that professionally prepared and qualified personnel is a guarantee for institutional development. DIBS School is making its own contribution to total defense principle by providing platform for interaction with civil society on defense and security issues, and by doing so lays the foundation for institutionalization of the process. Therefore, I consider DIBS School already as an important instrument to promote the total defense concept throughout the entire national security sector. Since 2016, DIBS School has achieved considerable progress through conducting 102 events and training 2,360 participants from wider security sector, thus enhancing interagency cooperation, which is one of the main priorities of the Ministry of Defense. The progress of DIBS schools and its positive results rest on the success of its partnerships. NATO and allied nations actively support and contribute to development of the school. Without their focused commitment to building solid organization, we simply would not be where we are today. Firstly, I would like to extend gratefulness to the Federal Republic of Germany. Germany has taken the charge to lead this very ambitious, important project for the very beginning and demonstrated exceptional commitment and enduring support in bringing this institution to the point where it proudly hosts highest level representatives, including my colleague Minister Ursula von der Leyen, and NATO officials. Germany has deployed a project leader who supports the deployment of the school on a day-to-day basis. Germany also provides significant financial contribution to the project. The Republic of Slovakia assigned Slovak project advisor who actively participates in the school's development process. The Armed Forces Academy of the Slovak Republic also supports the school by sharing experience on accreditation issues. Kingdom of Netherlands supports the school through the Klingendel Institute of International Relations with the deployment of capacity-building educational program activities. In cooperation with Italian Army Post-Conflict Operations Study Center and Georgian experts, the school developed stabilization and reconstruction operation course. With the support of Kingdom of Norway, DIBS started a 3-year project on advanced distributed learning capacity building. The Republic of Estonia supports the school in developing and implementing the National Defense Executive course. The school exchanged experience with the Romanian training institutions accredited by NATO. Republic of Turkey, Luxembourg, and Montenegro contribute generously to the NATO Defense Capacity Building Trust Fund, thereby ensuring further developments of DIBS school. United Kingdom of Great Britain, Bosnia and Herzegovina support the school in different ways and participates in its development. We are proud that DIBS school has been mentioned in NATO annual report, where the Secretary General noted the number of activities conducted by the school and the number of participants trained. He also underlined that role DIBS plays in developing Georgia's defense and security sector. Regarding the future objectives, the school long-term vision is to develop and implement NATO-compliant quality assurance system and its training process that will gradually enable DIBS to have its course certified by NATO and eventually acquire NATO institutional accreditation. Georgia is ready to share its unique experience, lessons learned, and progress achieved with the Georgian security sector reform progress with other countries in the region and beyond. Therefore, DIBS school aims to host the first regional course already next year and invite partners from the region to participate. With this objective, the scope of regional defense building activities of the school will be increased. Allow me to extend special thanks to our Georgian team, the director of the DIBS school, Tia Nikolaishvili, and her staff, for their outstanding commitment and efforts to make this initiative a success and reach the defense institutional building for the growth and thriving future. Thank you for your attention.